Good morning.
Oh, okay, we'll get.
And thank you for joining me.
Love the Pump Brothers, actually. That's it out.
He is America's #1 sports radio personality. Of course, being stationed in Los Angeles, he bleeds purple and gold. Tony, congratulations on even in the series.
Victor Brick let me borrow his chinchilla, his Laker white glasses.
Feeling you.
Feeling you, Laker Nation. Feeling you.
You know, Tony, I hate to say it. I'm watching Sunday night, the NBA press conference.
Did you see him last night, too? He had the chinchilla on, Vic.
Last night, but I think more to the point, on Sundays, the radio station, get your rear end back here. We're not paying for the weekend. You know what I mean? He was not on Sunday night, Tone, after Game 5.
Outrage.
Yeah, there was an outrage.
I think he should be the new Helen Thomas, now that she's been forcibly removed from the White House press corps. I think we need a Victor Brick type wearing his purple and gold and asking the first question at any major event.
Take him an hour to get through security, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Doc, what do you think now? The rebounding, I can't even do Vic. He's a great guy, though. We talked about Vic the other day. But, Gary, are you ready for rioting after Game 7? I will lead the way here in Southern California, the epicenter not only of earthquakes, but of Laker victory riots.
They don't riot in L.A. because you guys are used to it, right?
No, we don't do that.
No, they don't riot in L.A. Not at all, Gary.
But
No. Since 2001, when they beat the Sixers, there was some rioting.
No, but you're laughing at me. They've rioted after a sporting event?
Not after a sporting event, no.
Yeah, well, no. I think this is a little different than what went on in South Central, right?
Yeah, This isn't the O.J. trial or Rodney King. I mean, we riot for good reasons here.
That's still the ugliest video. Remember that when they just went and smashed a white guy? You know?
Oh, Reginald Denny, yeah.
Oh, Reginald Denny, yeah. Well, Rodney King getting tuned up was pretty graphic, too.
Yeah.
The great tune-ups, 808 KNBR.
Yes.
Great tune-ups.
What is Rod King doing?
I don't know. He's still trying to make money, even though he got a lot of money out of that deal. Somehow he blew it. I don't get it, but hey, that's not for me to figure out, Gary.
You know, I may have my shows wrong, but I think when A Current Affair went away, so did the career of Rodney King, you know?
I remember that at the end, of course, Maury Povich, before he started doing the I'm Not the Daddy shows, he would say, until next time, America. Remember at the end of that show?
I got to tell you, Tony, it's funny you said that. At the summit, as you well remember, which is celebrating a 1-week anniversary with Mr. Salvador and...
Oh, this is not the LeBron James summit.
No.
Or, of course, the summit of Montpellier in south of France.
No, or Pat Head Summit.
No, Pat
Head Summit. That's good Pat Head Summit knowledge. Great knowledge.
No longer Pat Head Summit.
Or the summit in Houston. Remember the summit in Houston?
Oh, yeah. Well, of course. I can remember the Hakeem Olajuwon and the Twin Towers down there, guys.
But Pat Head Summit, the guy she married was Head, right?
Yes.
And then he went away.
Not
that's
Bobby
true.
Head, of course, who did.
Sonny.
We did not. That's right. No, that was Bobby Hebb, actually.
Yeah, boy, you got me.
With
really?
2 Bs.
Yeah, with 2 Bs. Bobby Hebb did Sonny, One So True, I Love
That's
You.
almost like a Zin with 1 N and 2 N's, right?
Like the Zin Fest, yes.
Yes.
So the Zin Fest up there in Lodi, and then the Richard Zin Fest, which is at Comcast, California.
Or the Zen Master, who, did you see, he got a $2 million, or if they win Thursday night, he gets a $2 million bonus, Tone.
And that means that Dr. Jerry Buss is going to have to win a couple of more big pots.
Do we know if Buss was at the game last night?
I didn't see Doc Buss there, but every other 2-bit celebrity was there. I know that.
Like who?
Well, I mean, the main guys.
When you call him 2-bit.
Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia. Well, no, Andy Garcia, although he looked weird. Did you see it? It looked like Groucho Marx.
Yeah.
What was that look?
It was probably for a role.
Yeah, you're right. It was probably for a role.
Thank you.
Maybe he's playing Groucho.
No, Nicholson, you got to give Nicholson credit. I mean,
Jack's
he's been there a long time.
Oh, yeah, Jack's the real deal. But, they show all these
Stallone's there a lot.
Not all the time, though.
Yeah. But it's funny on Buss. There is something weird, though, Tony. You never clearly defined it for me. If your team's in the NBA Finals and you're playing poker,
well, he figures if Lamar Odom's not going to show up, I'm not going to show up.
He figured that sooner or later the cards would start showing up in his favor, and then the Lakers would show up and not take a night off. And that's the only thing that bothers me as a fan, Gary.
Yeah.
I heard Jeff Van Gundy here in the first half, when Paul Gasol got off and he was playing great. He's like, every once in a while guys are doing a bad night. How will you do a bad night in the NBA Finals?
Well, you know what a bad night is, Tone?
When the other team's playing defense and stopping you, I get that.
If your shot's not going in, though, it looks like you're having a bad night.
No, but it's not even about your shots. It's about energy level. It's about intensity. It's not about, you missed some shots. I get that. That happens in basketball. But to say that guys are, due for a bad night, How are you due for a bad night in the NBA Finals? Shouldn't you be busted at every single game trying to win?
Yeah, and
I think that's what he meant.
But wait, who was laying down? Who do you think was laying down?
I think Gasol in Game 5 obviously wasn't giving his maximum effort. Lamar Odom never gives maximum effort. He plays sporadically. That's as a fan. And I know it's hard, and I'm not
who laid down on
player.
the Celtics? They scored 67 last. If you're going to play that,
laid down. At the end of the first quarter, they said, "All right, they went into energy saver mode, Gary." They went into I go into energy saver mode when I'm off the air. As soon as this segment's over,
yeah,
I go into, "Hey man, what's going on?"
Do you read if I see you on the street? No, I've seen you before. You're nice to people.
No, I'm nice to people, but I do go into energy saver mode.
He's a human CFL, Gary.
I go into the.
What does that mean?
I just chill. I just bring it down a couple, ratchet it down. I mean, I'm not screaming and yelling.
Yeah.
I'm just the energy level. You bring the energy level to the necessary level. That's why it's called energy level. And then when you don't need to crank it up, and during the performance stage of the program, you crank up your energy level because nobody wants to hear a guy saying, "Hey man, yeah, what do you think tonight?"
No, that is true. No, you're right there. I mean, you've got to have energy. I agree, but
thank you, Shaq.
Why is Tony the human CFL, Ray?
Because those are curly Q lights that save energy.
Oh, okay.
The CFLs.
Boy,
not the Canadian Football League.
Not the Canadian Football League,
Yeah,
of course.
That's what I thought.
I thought you were talking about the Canadian Football League, too. I didn't know you were talking energy conservation. Right?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't talking about a rouge.
Yeah. Hey, Tone, hold on. We got to go to the line. Pete, you know the whereabouts of Jerry Buss? You're on KMBR. You're in San Jose. I would imagine you know where Buss is.
Hey, Uncle Gary. Hey, Bruno.
Yeah, Pete.
What up?
Yeah, the reason...
What up Wednesday, guys?
Yes, it is.
Wait, what? That's very good. I don't know why you do that on your show, Tone?
Well, we have a guy, Jose, who calls in, and he used to say, "What up?" So he started calling it "What Up Wednesday."
Right. That's right.
Instead of, like Hump Day, like every other DJ calls it. It's "What Up Wednesday."
What up, number one talk host in America?
What up, yo?
Well, look at Ray do his thing.
Up, yo.
What up?
All right, but you're just Pete in San Jose, so go ahead.
Yeah, the reason why Buss sometimes doesn't travel with the team or is away up in the suite, it's been widely known he's been diagnosed with social anxiety. So he has a fear of being a lot around people. So that's why he stays away.
So then a table of 4, table of 5 guys playing poker is no problem then.
Or the John Favreau show, Tone. Remember that?
Yeah, table for 5.
Yeah, but he has a serious case of
or was it 4? I forget.
No, I think Ray. What's the show? Table of 5?
Whatever.
Okay, no. No, they would have John Favreau.
Pass by me.
Who else was that? You never saw that show?
No.
I only saw it maybe once
Gary.
or twice.
Yeah, no.
If I'm watching that, I'm watching Oprah and I'm watching some of the other shows that you watch. Wendy Williams, Gary.
Now, I'm just telling you again, if Oprah's got a big guest, it's got to be her. But if it's just idle chatter, Wendy Williams is more in touch. Oprah's just getting white women off a bus saying, be like me. Enjoy your life. Take a cruise. And people got 5 kids. They can't afford all this stuff, and she's shoving it in their face.
Exactly. They show up and they look under their chairs immediately to see if they got a free car.
All right.
And then they say, "Oh, we're not getting anything today. What the hell am I doing here in Chicago? I could be at the Sears Tower."
I should have gotten here before the bailouts.
Pete, I'm going to ask you straight up: Wendy Williams or Oprah?
Wendy.
Okay, there you go. You don't even know who she is, do you?
Of course I know Wendy.
Okay. Go ahead. So anyway, Jerry.
Now Wendy's, of course, from the great Wendy's, the woman who's no longer with Wendy's.
Started by Dave Thomas
yes.
in Columbus, Ohio, Tone. I used to go to the original Wendy's.
That's good, Columbus. That was back when Ohio State was not getting more than the rest of the. Actually, they'd all get the same amount, the Big Ten. Now Texas gets its own chunk of the resalvaged Big 12, and everybody else has to settle for scraps.
Hey, Tone, I hate to say it. I mean, that would have been fun, I guess, to see Texas every other year, but that's about right. You don't want the Texas schools in the Pac-10.
Well, Texas didn't want to be one of the 16 schools. They want to be the big dog in the Big 12. They don't want to be second, third option in the Pac-10.
Hey, Bruno, they also doubled their TV money. Now they get over $20 million.
It's good knowledge, Pete.
Hey. That is good. Larry Scott, Pac-10, trying to get a super conference knowledge.
Tone, were you aware of Jerry Buss? No, this isn't funny if it's true. He has what do you call it, Pete?
Social anxiety. He has a serious, horrible case of it. That's why he's always away.
But aren't you if you're at a poker tournament? My gosh, there's people crowded around the table.
There's a couple of guys smoking in the background and folding chairs.
He plays in a high roller tournament where there's only a handful of people. He doesn't associate with the common folk. He's always away. And my cousin went to the game and he said Michelle Obama was there with her whole crew, with her aunt, mother, the girls.
Last night in L.A.?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember I said there was a big, they were anticipating a big Washington dignitary, and we thought it was just Joe Biden just, going around hanging out.
Actually, in Jerry Buss's one of his suites, her whole family with. He told me with Flea. He actually sent me a picture.
This guy, hey, Joe, you got to admit, Pete is well connected, right?
You know your Flea. You know your Red Hot Chili Peppers. Well, Flea is a big time Laker fan. He's there all the time too.
With her, I'm saying, what the hell is Flea doing in a suite with Michelle Obama? But I guess they know each other through some sort of charity interaction.
Tone, do they have to block the streets off?
Yes, they do, Gary.
Oh,
they do.
See, that's...
You know how much we paid for the Obama family to go watch the Lakers blow out? I mean,
stay home.
They probably, and again, all dignitaries do that. It doesn't matter who the president is.
No, but dignitary, Tone, I'll give you the president of the United States if you have to block the streets. But anybody else, to put people out, and have them detoured around or have to wait.
Laker fans are used to it. They're always blocked. The real fans are blocked for the limos to come in so all the celebrities can get into the Staples Center safely.
Do they block the streets for Mark Anthony and J-Lo?
No, they don't block. J-Lo blocks the streets just walking down it, Gary, herself.
Hey, you got to admit, she started something, and now everybody wants to have that, right?
What, the booty? You either have it or you don't. I know you can go get implants now, but I think J-Lo had it natural, Gary.
Ray, in your day...
You can't teach that kind of booty.
Ray.
Yes.
Again, when you were growing up in Hollywood,
right.
Of course, breast implants, you got to have you think there were rear end implants?
No, not back then.
Then.
Hell no.
No,
J-Lo started that.
Hey, Bruno, Gary,
yes.
The best ass I've ever seen.
Yes.
Thank you.
I was just about to ask you, Pete. Good, go ahead.
Best ass you've ever seen. Your thoughts, 808 KNBR.
Let's bring it down to the LCD,
Let's
shall we?
open up the ass lines right now. Can we say ass, by the way? I don't want any children
Okay,
to be
rear
offended.
end line. We'll call it the rear end line.
Booty.
Yeah. Okay, the best booty you've ever seen,
Let's go
Pete.
to the bootylicious lines.
808 KNBR. If you have the best booty out there, we are 18 to 49-year-old, predominantly male. Hope you. Oh, Thin Tim just gave me a clenched fist for Tony. Good programming.
We got any bootylicious by Beyonce?
Oh my gosh.
Destiny's Child days.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Tim, take that Dick Stockton off your head. Go ahead, Pete.
By the way, there's a rear ender on southbound 680 at Bollinger Canyon.
Okay. Pete, if you would now, you were just giving us a big.
The perfect most.
How old are you, Pete? How old are you, Pete?
26.
Exactly.
Where
right
did
in
you
the
grow
demo,
up, by
baby.
the way, Pete? Where did you grow up?
San Jose, right, Petey?
Actually, no, North Hollywood.
Oh, well, that's all right.
You grew up in North Hollywood and you live in San Jose? Who does that?
Okay. Hey, Joe, listen to what Mike has done on his. Or is that Ray? Oh, it's Ray.
No, that would be Mike.
It is Mike. Mike, congratulations.
Little bootylicious.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruno,
Okay.
Gary, the best ass, period, hands down, Sofia Vergara. I saw her at LAX once.
Yeah.
She had everybody just mesmerized. She's wearing these black tights and this belly shirt.
Let me tell you, Peter, you aware Vergara is now marrying a young man who, once his divorce is final, will marry her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is phenomenal knowledge.
Grief,
I
Gary.
don't know the name, but I
don't even know who this woman is. Gary knows who she's marrying.
You know, Sophie, you never heard of her? Come on.
I know Portia de Rossi, of course.
Yes.
I'm a big Portia de Rossi fan.
But she's with Ellen DeGeneres, right?
I think so. She was. Are they still together?
They're married.
They're
married.
are?
They sold their house in Santa Barbara, and they're now living in Beverly Hills.
I have a Porsche Cayenne. Does that count?
Can I ask a question?
Boxer. I'm sorry.
Joe, I asked Alicia yesterday. She gave me no definitive answer. What is it about Ellen DeGeneres? I mean,
I don't know,
I
Gary.
respect her trailblazing and all that, but as a performer, what does she do?
She dances and she's perky.
Okay. Mike, crank that up a little bit to give pizza. Mike, was that on your own, really? Come on. That's very good on you.
I asked Mike to bust out some bootylicious.
Oh, you asked him?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, what about, have you heard of Marissa Miller? I also saw her. She's perfection, too.
Yeah, but flat in the back, Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like
All
you
those
turn her
models.
down. Like you
no
turn
junk
her
in the
down.
trunk there.
Okay.
Marissa Miller, nice lady, but not enough.
She's got a sister ass on her. No, I'm telling you. No,
Yeah.
She does not have a flat ass.
Hey, Pete, right on. Thank you. Ben in San Francisco, you're on KMBR. Petey, or Ben.
What has happened to this son?
It's 18. Hey, Tone, you want 18 to 49, or you
Yes,
want,
I do.
or you want to be drummed out of the business together?
Let's break down last night's ball game. What
Ben
happened?
in
How
San
about that kid for the
Francisco.
Orioles? What's his name? Arietta?
Hey, kept the ball down, and
Yes,
good
he
things
did.
happened.
Yes, he did.